Yeah, so we did kind of an interactive session with women. It was kind of a closed session for women only, and it was actually pretty intimate in the sense that we barely got through our agenda. There wasn't enough time because people were sharing so much, which was great. So at the end of this, I sort of feel like we tricked the audience into leading the session themselves, because there was a range of women, all different career stages and different areas of their career. Some physicians, some people in pharma, some NPs, some PAs, some nurses, like just very nice spectrum of people and different age ranges too. And it's so interesting to see how things have evolved, over the decades, but also even in the last few years in terms of opportunities for women, as well as just approaches to types of leadership positions and what's really important to hold on to. So, things like perhaps non-traditional paths, or not being afraid to say no to something, or to move to something else that's really more in tune with what your life goals are, I think is really important. Being able to listen and, bring people up who are on your team, and help people to be the best person that they can be is, I think, some of the themes that we sort of explored, as well as knowing your own worth and advocating for yourself, especially if you start off at an institution where you're not necessarily in a leadership position. Some people may give you some of those opportunities, which is great, but just make sure that you're appropriately compensated, either in time or money, for those types of things. Sometimes we get a lot of stuff foisted upon us, and which is, good opportunities, but you have to make sure that, you get your time back, let's just say, so that you can have a balanced life and not overextend yourself inadvertently, which I think women tend to do, honestly. Like, as a mom, I'm trying to do 10, 15 things at a time. So I'm like, yeah, sure, add one more. But in reality, it's not, corners wind up getting cut when you do that, and self-care is probably one of them. So, I just think a lot of important things to keep in mind. And we didn't even get to the parts. We only got through the opening activity, which took, the entire session. We didn't even get to the other parts. So just to, to show that there's a lot of conversation that can be had. And, I actually feel like I learned quite a bit just listening to other people in the audience, which is a take-home message. So active listening can be one of the most important things you do as part of a team, either in a leadership position or as a team member.